Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás mi amo Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison and today we're playing Nancy Drew the Shattered Medallion Pre-Order Edition. Now, let me tell you the difference between Pre-Order Edition and the regular game. It solely depends if Nancy has a cell phone in the game, because everything on the pre-order basically is on the cell phone. And thankfully in Shattered Medallion, she has a cell phone. Well, it's sort of like a cell phone, I should say. In this game, she is in a reality TV show. And in reality TV shows, they mostly don't let you have an actual cell phone. But if there's some sort of device that acts kind of like a cell phone, they let you use one. But, you know, you can't call anyone from the outside world without permission. Anyway, on the cell phone, Nancy gets minigames, phone charms, random text from someone she knows, and that someone is normally Ned Nickerson, who is her boyfriend, or as I like to call, romantic friend. It's a pet peeve of mine because of the book series Nancy Drew. Anywho, let me actually show you something that is actually part of that pre-order edition. Because there are phone charms, there actually is an achievement for that, which I think is super cool. And you can only get this achievement if you have the pre-order edition. Otherwise, there's no way for you to get the 100% on the achievements when you're trying to get the 100% achievements accomplishment. I'm kind of like that sometimes, especially when it comes to Nancy Drew. So the trophy for the phone charm achievement is normally something that the game is themed on. And since our game is themed on New Zealand and reality TV shows, this, I think it's supposed to be a kayak. You'll find out later in the game. But spoiler free, this actually refers to one of the two new features that are among this beautiful new interface the latest games have. Of course, I don't think it's going to be in the newest game, Midnight in Salem, which, by the way, I have been alerted of a couple of things about Midnight in Salem. I will talk to you about that once we get on the main menu. But anyway, the spoiler-free achievement, this refers to the hint system. There is a hint system that has been in effect since Ghost of Thornton Hall, game number 28. I will actually show you how that works. Anywho, I will, like I said, I'll show you once we're in the game. And I think that actually might be it as far as like the features. There is the second feature as actually, there's actually no outtakes on this game, which surprises me a bit. But as far as the second feature, that is going to be in the options, and it's this fast convo. I'm actually going to have to show you that to you once we're in the game as well. And one last thing before I go ahead and talk about the game in general. All Nancy Drew games have two levels that you can choose from, Amateur Sleuth and Master Sleuth. Amateur Sleuth, you get regular puzzles, hints available, detailed task list, whereas Master Sleuth, you get more challenging puzzles, no hints, and basic task list. In my opinion, basic task list means no task list whatsoever, because I've played Master Sleuth a couple of times, and there's basically like no task list. It's just like one little thing that says, I have a task list, I'm not using it. It frustrates me that that's even there. Saying, check, I'm aware of this. Okay. Anyway, this has been in effect since like the first game, but I do know that I think the first 4 or 5 games, some of them had 3 or 4 levels to choose from. Some of them it didn't really matter which one you chose, apart from Master and the 3rd level. I think the only difference was that it had like a couple extra puzzles, or the level of the puzzles were just barely different. I can't quite remember. Now that that is covered, I do want to mention the Shattered Medallion is not based off an actual reality TV show. This is purely fiction. I doubt this is based off any reality TV show you're familiar with. If there is any similarities, I doubt it's the same show. Please do not say this is Survivor or anything like that. I don't think it's that kind of show. All Nancy Drew games are based off books of the same name of the series. And that book series has started in 1930. It's a very long series and it's still going on. They actually changed the binding cover. They actually reset the series every so often. I don't know why they do that, but okay. This particular game is actually based off a super mystery. I think it's Girl Detective. I actually own this copy, the physical copy of it. The super mystery is called Real Fake. I actually reread the copy earlier this year, and I had forgotten how scary it was. And I'm not saying how scary, violent, or anything like that, but I just meant like on a psychological point, and dramatics and theatrics and twists and the lies and the cheats and everything that involves with reality TV shows. It's just so sad that actually happens. I've actually watched Big Brother this year and I'm like, this really does happen. This happens with almost every single reality TV show that's a competition. It is so sad. It frustrates me that they thrive on this stuff. It's disappointing. I don't know why we have to depend on lies and cheats and twists like this stuff to have a thriving reality TV show. It's sad, and I forgot what the word is. Derogative? Anyway, I do know not everyone has this copy, or not every library has the book. I am going to be providing a link in the description box below where you can actually get the book yourself. There's actually a website, archive.org or openlibrary.org, where you can type in any Nancy Drew book, and most likely that system will have that book. I did look it up, and they do have real fake, so that link is going to be in the description box below. I am super happy they have it. I know they have Whistling Bagpipes, which was the book for the previous game, so check that out. You'll actually be able to borrow that book for at least 2 weeks, which is super cool. You're able to borrow 5 books at a time. I don't know if that's the actual limit of how many books you can have, but that's how many books you can have at a time. I think that actually might be it. One more thing before we get into the game. If anything in this video does not look familiar, please check the description box below. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew the Shattered Medallion, and let's get into it. To be honest, not much has happened in the game, just because I just went around to get you all familiarized with the base, the camp. We did finish stage 1 of the train. Right now we're on stage 1 of the flowers. This is actually where we're turning in the flowers.
I need to put the plants in the correct vases.
Yes, I am aware of that. I'm just putting the flower in right now so that I can make sure that I've gotten it. I actually don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. This is the auction house where you can actually buy everything that you want or that you need. Like this bonus scorecard. In the previous video we did read the rules. There is one thing that I did not show in the puzzle palace, which I did kind of call trivia house in the key tags. But the one thing that I did not show was this sign here for earthquakes. I forgot that was there. So I will have this on the screen for at least a little bit so you can check that out, because I'm not going to read everything in here. It's just trivia. I don't think that they will actually be using this stuff for their show. If it is, well then I'm in trouble. I did mention that there were 2 mini games. I don't know what that is, and I think it might have been mentioned in the rule book. There are 2 mini games that you can check out, and this will actually get you bonus points on the scoreboard. Okay, so that also gets you points on the scoreboard as well. And I think the scoreboard is at base camp, which is down here. Over here we go. Over here is the crew only. We're not going to cross it just yet because we need to get into this. Of course we can't, because Sunny June did say it was off limits. Very off limits, which is kind of a sign saying, Nancy Drew, please go in the crew only part. Sunny June knows us fairly well. So this is the medallion scoreboard. Basically, if any of us finds a medallion, we put it here. First, second, and third place, they get points. I mean, I guess whoever else adds their medallions, they get points as well, just not as much. And right now we are Team 2E. I did finish Monster, which gave us 20 extra points, which is nice. I don't know how Carrera got 10 points on them. I don't know. That's the actual scoreboard. This is
Can't go in there now.
This is Patrick and Lena's tent. That is our tent. And if I'm correct, I think we can actually go in here. Alright, so let's talk to George.
Alright, let's start looking for those plants. You do the footwork, and I'll research where they might be.
Will do. So, did you see those yellow lines? Basically, if you hit the yellow lines when they're lit up, basically like when she was talking, you can actually click on that and it'll fast forward the dialogue on either character or Nancy of what they're talking. Basically skips what they're saying. You can do that, or you can just not do it and actually follow the story. Actually listen to what they're saying. I'm not gonna have that in just because I know there is a chance that I might accidentally click on it. So wait. I think there might be... Says, oh, right there, got it. Chewy bird disc. That is a check on the list for our phone charms. Yoink. Oh, there's one at base camp. Oh, and it's in... Is it in here? Which one's Tawaki's? Yeah, this is Tawaki's. Says on the sleeping bag. Ah! Oh yeah. A check mark. And it looks like there's one at the Puzzle Palace as well. Of course, I'm not sure if this is later in the game, but I'm gonna check. Yeah, that's what I figured. So it's gonna be the upper left. Oh yeah. Alright, so now we have just 4 phone charms left. Let's actually look at our phone. Ah, booyah! We have 3 phone charms. And there are the minigames that I was referring to. Yeah! Booyah! So these minigames are actual minigames from the other Nancy Drew games. I'd point out what they are, but I've been saying this pretty much every single video for like the past few months. So if you don't know what these minigames are and what they're from, I pity you. I'm just kidding. And I think that is about it. With this phone, is basically just for Pacific Run. As you can tell, we get texts from them. But we will be getting texts from other people, not just Pacific Run. I'm not going to tell you who. Anyway, let us go through the plant book, find out where the rest of them are. Kakabeak, I think we already found that. Picao, I actually know where to find the Picao. And Waterfall Fern grows in wet forests, so I have an idea of where to find that. Spider Orchid, I already know where to find that. Forest, yeah, it's going to be in the same area as the fern. Lily, Mount Cook Lily is actually a white buttercup and not a lily. It's the world's largest buttercup. Interesting. Mountains, got it. And there should be a 5th flower, which is the Picao. We already found that one. Alright. Well, that is everything. We basically are at the end of the video. This is basically like a walk around, even though I've already done that in the first video. But this is the chip that we got from the first puzzle, basically the train tracks. Hello? Map locations locked? You'll need to discover the passwords. The first can be found at Puzzle Palace. Oy. So yeah, we need to get to this location, Mossburn. There's also this location and this location that we will need to unlock. I'm gonna go to Doubtful Sound because it will have one of the flowers that we need to get.
I was born to kayak, but which boat is the one for me?
Well, for right now, we're just gonna pick the red one. Because we need to go, yeah.
Picao, I have picked thou.
Oy. Weird line, but okay. What is this?
Cool. I wonder what's down there. Need to find a way to unlock this hatch.
Definitely.
That's done. That's done. Check.
We actually did do that already in the previous video. Explore the camp. I'm not gonna check that because I don't think we've fully done that. And I'm not gonna click on the door because I'm fairly certain it's locked. And I am looking forward to this. This is actually an event that will be happening later in the game. And I think what we should be doing next is what our race phone has told us. Go to Puzzle Palace and undo our puzzle. I think I know what the puzzle is.
I need to find all of the differences.
Yeah. I do remember most of this. Not everything, though. Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum. I know what it's supposed to say.
I should figure out what these letters spell.
Yes, got it. Okay, so I already know what it spells, because it is pretty easy to notice. Since we are in
All
New
right,
Zealand.
I did it.
With sheep, as the trailer kept saying, and sheep, sheep, and sheep. Did we mention sheep? Oh, that's funny. All right, so.
Looks like I'll need a password.
Yep, and we already know it. With this, you can type it in with your mouse, or you can use your actual keyboard if you're using a PC. Or your Mac. Let's head there. We can go in here, but I think it's locked. Yeah. And I think there's also a phone charm here, but it's inside the wool shed. Okay. This will be later. Hi, sheep. Look at that, cute. Yeah, that's cool. I like the mile markers. Or sorry, kilometer markers. Oh, hey! There's our spider orchid. Oh, this is cool. Betting we're going to be going through that later. And I am noticing the time. I'm going to go ahead and follow through with what is about to happen. Because what our last... Actually, wait, no. Oh. Actually, before we go through that, there is one flower that I forgot to grab, and it's at Doubtful Sound. I completely forgot that we can turn around. Come over here. Hello. Oh.
You can't just back away from this because you're scared.
I'm not scared.
Yes, you are.
So what if I am? I'm not doing it. It's wrong.
It's not wrong. You're afraid. You're just afraid.
It's unnatural.
Unnatural? If you remember the intro, the narrator said that Patrick has no known allergies, cannot swim. I'm betting they're talking about swimming.
This looks like some sort of code.
Ooh. 30, what is that? 6, 7, 8? Alright. Alright, let's get out of here and to not burn. Let's go get that. Let's go get that cliffhanger.
All right, rope bridge.
It looks pretty dangerous. You sure you want to do this?
More than I've wanted to do anything.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Yes?
George!
Last time on Pacific Run, the world watched in stunned horror as tragedy struck George Fane. Today, a dark mood hangs over New Zealand as the remaining contestants grapple with the loss of such a brave young woman.
Don't you
From
dare.
this season's cast.
My
Luckily
gosh,
for Miss
woman.
Fane and our lawyers, she's resting comfortably and hopefully not feeling too litigious.
Probably.
I'm so glad you're okay. No matter what, we're going to win for you.
That's sweet of you, but you don't need to.
And we'll find out what happened with the bridge.
Okay, that might be nice.
I'm sorry you don't get to compete. I know how much you were looking forward to it.
I'll get to watch, at least. Which reminds me, I have a producer feed.
So, I just have to go to the television over there to hear them?
Yeah, and hey, take this. Just in case you need to sneak back and catch up. It's a key to the producer area. Just don't get caught.
Are you proposing I cheat?
No, just something odd is going on here. We might need to bend the rules.
And Nancy is nothing but the kind of person who loves to bend the rules. Not to mention break laws.
Well, I do like bending rules.
I know you do. Are you sure you want to help? This is a lot to do alone.
Game froze on me there for a second.
Bess has volunteered to help.
Bess? Bess Marvin.
Say hello to our newest contestant, Bess Marvin. Let's hear what she's got to say for herself.
I'm going to die here.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. And we continue Pacific Run, New Zealand.
Oh gosh, Bess. Oh, there's Lena. Alright, so I am actually gonna show you guys what this hint system is. I forgot to show you that once we got into the game. So this hint system is basically these question marks right next to the task list. So once you click on these, this will actually give you a hint right under the particular task that you are stumped on. It will actually give you one single hint, unless there actually is like a little bar underneath it that says give another hint. For instance, okay, so we just go ahead and click I need a hint. Yeah, and normally there's another bar like this that says I need another hint, and it has like this loading bar like it has right now. And yeah, basically you have to wait for it to load if you want another hint. But normally it just takes one hint for you to know where to go. And there's a chance that the hint list could keep going until a red box appears that says I need a solution. Other times there will be a case where I'm not sure which one will have it. Yeah, this one here. So there are times where some tasks will just get one hint like this, and it'll be so vague that you're like, what the heck am I supposed to do? In that case, you just gotta wait until something happens within the game where you're like, oh, okay, I know what to do because of this hint now. So the hint system does help. But not always until you're actually in that point in the game where that hint is actually useful. So we do have the security key to get in. Unfortunately, I did just hit that hit those hint bars, so I am actually going to go ahead and no, I don't want to save. I'm going to go ahead and load this back here so that we can still use the I'm not going to use the hint system at all during the gameplay so that I can get that spoiler-free achievement. I really want to get that. So I am actually going to save here, mainly because, yeah, I'm going to save the overwrite. Mainly because the next thing we're going to be doing, not just be continuing the flower challenge, we're going to be entering the crew only area because we need to say hi to George, not to mention peek through something that we're not supposed to. But we basically have to in order to continue on with the game. So, we are basically done here. I've been talking on way too long. I'm going to say again, just so that I'm not making any mistakes. My gosh, I am talking way too much. My gosh, look at the time. Oh! Okay, so I do hope I'm able to condense how long this video is. Post is going to be crazy. I'm kind of in a panic this week because I am actually packing basically for Special Olympics Missouri because I'm going to be gone this entire weekend. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to be able to do the Sunday video, but I am going to try as much as I can to actually get the Sunday video up before. I mean, of course, I do the schedule thing, so there is a chance that I might actually be able to get the Sunday video uploaded by Thursday night. If not, I will announce on not just my YouTube channel, but I will announce it on Twitter, on my Facebook page, and even on my Facebook profile, if you guys are friends with me there. And I will even announce it on my blog channel if you're following me there as well. And even, oh, that's right, Instagram. Also my Instagram, I will mention it there as well. I want to make sure everyone knows what's going on because I want to make sure that if I don't have the time to do the Sunday video, y'all will know why. So I better get going. I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nancy Drew, the Shatter Medallion. Hi ho, hi ho. And on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button next to that beautiful gray, as well as the bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, rarely Fridays. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit's Fun World, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! S-O-N-N-Y, why? Because you're Sunny June. Sunny June, I love you.